Hi there, my name is Dr. Marissa May. In this video, we're going to be looking at a problem involving a bacteria sample. And we are given this nice function right there that represents the number of bacteria in the sample at the end of X days. Now, my eye focused on that exponent that is an X. That tells me this is an exponential function. And I've got some questions I want to answer. We'll look at them before we go to use our calculator. We want to know the initial number of bacteria. We want to know whether the number of bacteria increases or decreases, and we want to know at what rate. And then we want the number of bacteria at the end of day 1. All right. Now, I'm going to be using the Desmos graphing calculator, and I have linked it for you below because I think it's a great way for us to take a look at the graph. And by the way, it's free. I love a good free option, a good free resource. So let's take a look. All right, friends. So here we are in the Desmos graphing calculator. Now you'll notice the green bar at the top, and it says that this is a Texas version of the Desmos graphing calculator. I'm using it because I'm a teacher in Texas, and this is the graphing calculator platform that my students use when they take their state exams. So I always like to use it when I'm practicing with my students. I've linked it below. I've also linked the full version of the Desmos graphing calculator. And I've typed our equation, and I think I missed a 1 right there. Yeah, I sure did. There we go. I've typed our equation here into the calculator, and nothing happened. Did you notice that? I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit. So I'm zooming out. I see that little part of the graph, and I'm going to drag it down. Yeah, just drag that down here. It's got a lot going on. Now, remember our question was, what is the initial number of bacteria? Well, our initial number of bacteria happens when X is 0. So all I did was click on the graph. When I clicked there, it was still, X was like 0.65. I just drug it until I got to X is 0. Notice it's telling me initial amount of bacteria, 245. That's pretty simple, and the calculator did all of the work for me. I love that. Now, we wanted to know, is the number of bacteria increasing or decreasing? So I want to zoom out just a little bit and let you take a look. And so here's the question that's asking. Are the Y values going up or the Y values going down? As you look at the graph from left to right, are the Y values going up or are they going down? You're right. They're going up. I love that. Yes. Good. So let's put those answers on our question. All right. So for part A, we found there were 245 bacteria at the beginning, the initial number. Remember, we clicked on the graph and we drug it until X was 0. Then in B here, we know that the number of bacteria are going up. That's what increases means. But we want to know at what rate. Well, friends, this one we don't need the calculator for. I want you to look back at our equation. Notice the number after the decimal. See, notice that this number inside the parentheses is 1.12. Now, because this is bigger than 1, that means it's going up. How much is it going up by? However much over 1 this number is. So this is going up by 12%. See, if that number in the parentheses is less than 1, then my number of bacteria are going down. Okay? So we've answered all the questions except C, and now C says, okay, how many number of bacteria are at the end of day 1? Well, let's go back to the calculator and take a look. All right, so we're back at our calculator, and now we want to know what happens, how many bacteria are there after day 1. And this one, friends, we're just going to type in function at 1. Pretty simple, right? I just want to know what's the Y value when X is 1, and the calculator just did all the work for me. All I have to do is to know how to type it in. So there looks like there's 274.4 bacteria. So can't have 0.4 of a bacteria. So you have 274 bacteria at the end of day 1. Now, I hope this helps. You may want to go back through this video, look at how I used the Desmos calculator to do the majority of my heavy lifting. And then I also want you to make sure you look at that number inside of the parentheses so you'll know if we're going up or we're going down and at what rate. Hope you have a good day. Bye for now.